Mayan calendar and Mayan ball game. And he's also quite an accomplished Mayan ball player himself, which is a very, very strenuous game because they hit the ball actually with their hip. And so it's very difficult and a bit dangerous also. So we're very fortunate to have him accompanying us with the ceremonies.
Gracias. Yo soy educador.
I personally am an educator. I work with Mayan education, working with the new Mayan schools that we're working on, recreating Mayan schools, especially in the area of Mayan mathematics.
What is the Mayan calendar, and does it have a relationship to the sun or the moon?
El calendario maya es...
We're working primarily with two different Mayan calendars. The first calendar is a 260-day calendar, which is the religious or sacred calendar. And then we also have the 360-day agrarian calendar, which is what we are working on celebrating the New Year of the agrarian calendar, which is also more related upon the Mayan mathematics and numerology, because the entire Mayan cosmovision is based on numbers and numerology.
When did that calendar first come into use?
Dos calendarios son, ya lo dijo él.
Throughout the history of the Mayan world, we've been utilizing the 260-day calendar, which is actually 260 days with 5 non-days after that, which are the days of the Wayeb. The 260 days which have been used continuously throughout the Mayan history, even throughout the time of the conquest. There was one part of the country which is called Momostenango, in which there was never a break in the utilization and the counting of the days of the calendar with the elders there. With the 360-day, the agricultural calendar, there was at least one break in the progression of the calendar, but because of the fact that it is related directly to the 260-day ceremonial calendar, or religious calendar, it was easy to get back on base and to get the two back together again.
What caused that interruption?
Básicamente es la invasión de...
More than anything, it was the invasion of the Americas by the Spanish in 1492 that caused the period of tremendous violence, that caused the rupture and the following of that calendar. And this is something that they're finally able to get that calendar back on track again.
There is much evidence that Mayans created soccer or football centuries ago.
Los inventaron porque como existía aquí el hule.
Yes, quite definitely the Mayans were the inventors of soccer, and this is something they were able to do because the rubber tree is originally from this region. The rubber, which is now grown in Indonesia and Africa, the original germplasm from this, the original trees, originally came from this part of the world. And so historically, this was the first area that people utilized rubber, that made rubber balls, and from that they went on to invent what is now known as football or soccer.
El otro dato son los campos de pelota.
Also, another reason that this is very easy to see is that the archaeologists have proven that the Mayan ball fields that you see at virtually all of the ancient Mayan ceremonial sites are thousands of years old. And so this is quite certain that this is where the game that is now called soccer was developed in this region.
Is soccer played by Mayans today?
Recientemente, con las investigaciones que hice,
Yes, recently in Guatemala, because of the investigations that we have been undertaking, we have been able to reestablish the play of traditional Mayan ball game, and we actually have different teams and different groups that are playing. There's a part of Mexico called Sinaloa, wherein there was never an interruption in the playing of the traditional Mayan ball game. They had, certainly for a long period of time, to play in complete secret because it was illegal, as have been most of the components of the Mayan cosmovision throughout the period of the invasion and the time following that. But there was never a break in the playing of the game, and this is how we were able to see the rules.